Hello, everybody.
Hello, welcome to this week's episode of The Eagle's Eye.
Yeah, as you can see, we don't have a microphone with us,
No,
but you can still hear
we're
us.
fancy.
Wonder why?
It's actually called magic. It's not that. It's magic. Don't believe them. Don't. Why do you have to give all of our secrets away? You know, we were finally getting good at something and you give all of our secrets away.
Secrets? It's not a secret.
This is a secret. This is magic.
It's not a secret.
It definitely was a secret.
It's on our shirts.
I mean...
They can see it.
They didn't have to know that's what it was for, Ben.
Oh, my gosh.
But what's happening this week, Ben?
Well, big things are changing here at the high school when it comes to athletics.
Oh.
So, the PAC-10, or PAC-11.
PAC-11 now.
PAC-11 now.
Because now we're a part of it.
Mm-hmm. So we officially switched over to the PAC-10, and a lot of people have some questions about it.
Yeah, so while we sit here and eat our lunch, you guys should go check out the interview.
We'll be able to not take as much time away from the education of our kids. And then it gives us some more opportunities. You know, the PAC-10 has PAC-11 now, has Final Four playoffs, which will be exciting for our students. Currently, the league we're in doesn't have a playoff format, but in the sports where there are divisions, if we come in second place, we're in the playoffs. So that gives you something else to play for other than district opportunities.
Yeah, of course. So what other schools are in this league?
Other schools in the league, we have Perkiomen Valley, Methacton, Springford, Pope John Paul, Phoenixville, Boyertown, Upper Park, Pottstown, Pottsgrove, Springford.
Okay. And so how will this benefit the school?
I think that we'll see, as we're in the league, more of a student participation. Just not, if you're not an athlete, I think we'll see, with the proximity of the other schools, a lot of our students have family down that way. A lot of Norristown families have moved down that way. So we're going to see the connection, I think, come back with, if you graduated from Norristown, if you have family that lives in Limerick. A lot of our kids that are on travel teams play with the kids, from Perkiomen Valley and Methacton. So I think we're going to see a connection with those other schools. And then that's going to breed more kids coming out, hopefully, to the games. And I think we'll start seeing it in the hallways as well, a kind of spirit coming back.
Yeah, cool. So what sports are in the PAC-10?
PAC-10 has every sport that we have now that we sponsor, with the exception of bowling. And currently we're working with the PAC-10 to hopefully have bowling by the time we get into the league be a sport that the PAC sponsors. And if that doesn't happen, we do have other alternatives for the bowling team that we can do, be associate membership in another league or to run an independent schedule.
Okay.
But we will have a bowling team going forward no matter what direction we go in.
Good. So what are your hopes for the sports teams?
My hopes don't change. I hope we get a fluid sports program from the middle school level up to the high school. It all starts with the middle schools, getting those students excited about coming up to the high schools and giving our students opportunity, to be successful. Dedication, sportsmanship, representing Norristown the right way. Those things don't change. It's just the arena or the platform that we're going to be in is going to change.
Okay, and what are your thoughts on us leaving a league that we had started originally?
Well, it's an emotional decision. Sports is emotion. And a lot of people have ties to the suburban one that they remember. But at the same time, I think our students will benefit tremendously from this move, and it'll breed new rivalries. And it'll breed the rivalries when you're playing the same kids from the middle school, 7th grade level. You'll see the same kids, you'll see the same teams, you'll go to the same places up until 12th grade. And then I think you'll start seeing that, and a lot of times once you graduate from here, you'll still see those same people at the college level, depending where you go. And it'll just start breeding that cohesiveness, and you really have to be a part of it to experience it.
Of course. So are there new game times?
Yeah, the PAC has some later start times. At the high school level, Most after-school games start at 4 o'clock, with the exception of maybe golf and things where it's dictated by the golf courses. So that'll lend us to not having to leave as early, especially when we have games at Methacton and Perk Valley and Springford. We won't have to get out early at all for those contests, which will be huge for us.
Yeah. So will this affect ticket prices?
No, the league doesn't affect the ticket prices whatsoever.
Okay, and will the athletic passes still work?
Yep, we'll still honor the athletic passes and we'll still keep that going.
Okay, and when will this change be put into effect?
So our middle schools and freshman teams will start next year with the 2015 season, and we're already getting schedules for those teams. And then high schools start the 2016-17 school year. So we'll have a year transition with our middle school freshman teams, and then high school will follow the following year.
Okay, and is there more than one league in the Pac-10 division?
So for most sports, the Pac-10 is divided into divisions. You have the big school division, which is Boyertown, Springford, Owen J. Roberts, Methacton, Perkins Valley, and we would be included in the big school division. That's the Liberty, and then the Frontier, which is the smaller school division, would be Phoenixville, Pope John Paul, Pottstown, Upper Perk, and Pottsgrove. And like I said, that's for most of the sports that the PAC offers right now. And we'll see as we go forward, there'll have to be a discussion about the sports that aren't in divisions like wrestling and football, how we're going to, and baseball and softball, how we're going to look at those. And Norristown will be part of those discussions.
Okay, and what's your favorite thing about the Pac-10 League?
Yeah, I think first and foremost, my favorite thing about the Pac-10, now Pac-11, would be it truly is a league that is, every decision is made for the good of the league. And saying that, you'll see the connection between all the schools. You'll see kids rooting for one another, when it gets time to district playoffs. If we're in the playoffs, you'll see Methacton kids, cheering for Norristown versus another team. They want to see the league do well and represent the league. And I think that may be something that's unique to the PAC. And I think that'll be a tremendous thing to be a part of.
Of course. So is there any other schools considering leaving Suburban 1 and joining Pac-10? I'm
not sure. I know there have been talks with some other schools, but right now we're the first one that did it.
All right, and how was it created?
The PAC was created in 1986. It came from schools from the Chestmont League and the old Bucksmont League when they disbanded. And they form for similar-sized schools to be competitive with one another in the area. And as the league's grown throughout the years, they're looking to add another big school, which is us, and now they're looking for maybe another smaller school to help balance out that balance.
Okay, and is there a certain criteria to be in one of the two divisions?
The divisions right now are based on enrollment,
Okay.
so it's pretty much black and white. We're one of the bigger schools. I think we're right now sitting at the second or third biggest school in the PAC, so that would put us in that big school Liberty division. But the good thing about the PAC also is even if you go by enrollments, the proximity of the schools are still close enough together that when you have to play a smaller school that may be the farthest away, like in Upper Perk, we're traveling there once a year, and you're looking at a 40-minute drive, 45-minute drive maybe, based on traffic and the route we go. So it's still, I feel, a good move for us.
Okay, and so overall, what are your hopes moving into the Pac-10 League?
My first and foremost, my hope is that our students benefit from it, which I think they will, and benefit academically from it with the increased instructional time that we're proposing, benefit competitively, and just benefit by being part of something bigger than Norristown, while still representing Norristown well.
Okay, well, is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, just come out, keep supporting the Eagles, and we'll get this thing rolling.
All right, well, thank you for being here today.
All right, thank you.
I'm Brianna Kelly here talking with Mr. Palladino about the new Pac-10 League that we've just joined. Now back to the Eagles Eye.